Good morning. I am Renuka Devi. I am working as an assistant professor in BB department at SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Today we are going to discuss about main aspect is span of control in management. First of all, span of control, it can be defined as the total number of direct subordinates that a manager can control or manage. The number of subordinates managed by various manager, it is depending upon the complexity of the work. For example, a manager can manage 4 to 6 subordinates when the nature of work is complex. In case whereas the number of members will be go up to 15 to 20. So at that time that repetitive or fixed work will be varied. How to define span of control or span of management is nothing but it is a popular term. It is used in the management and also the human resource department. This term it is related to management and controlling of employees. It may be focusing the world is the total number of subordinates that a manager or supervisor must be managed. In the past days, the one manager has the main capable to managing 1 to 4 subordinates. Because of that, there is many level of management in one organization. But in 1980s, with the introduction of the information technology in business, that is IT, when they are entered into the many organization at that time, the management by reducing the number of managers in an organization, so that the span of one manager increased from 1 to 4 to 1 to 10 subordinates. So this was possible because of inexpensive information technology. So might be the technology will help in the easing out several middle managers tasks as a collection and management of operation categories in the activities. Because of this, a manager become capable of managing more subordinates at the one particular time. So several factors will be affecting the span of control. So such factors will be discussed about one by one. The nature of work, capabilities of the manager, capabilities of employee, how to we are managing, and the responsibility of the manager. So it can be two types of span of control. It is considered to be narrow when a manager manages to number of persons from 2 to 4 subordinates. And also, what is the main advantages of narrow span of control? In the sense, the manager can supervise each of this subordinates intimately. Nature of work is usually complicated. That effective communication between the subordinate and their manager must be happening. More layers in the hierarchy of management. And also the next we move to the some disadvantages of the narrow span of control. Too much control over employees, it might be happening the hamper their original talent and creativity. Then extended hierarchy of control, narrow span of controlling. Next we move to the wide span of control. So it is nothing but the manager manages or control up to 20 subordinates. Example for what are the benefits under the wide span of control is nothing but subordinates are more independent, fewer layers in the hierarchy, the nature of work is repetitive, and less direct communication between the subordinates and also the some managers. What are the disadvantages when we are facing the wide span of control is nothing but ineffective management, increased workload as managers on the particular activities. The role of team members are not clearly defined. So less communication between the manager and the subordinates to reduce the control of the manager. Then what are the main factors involving in the span of control? In the sense, type of work to be managed, then geographical distribution. So under the geographical distribution is nothing but the some areas divided into cluster and the different managers are hired to manage each cluster. Number 3, administrative task performed by a manager, the capability of the manager and also capability of the employees also. The manager not only depending upon the managers, they have to making the person, no matter how much experience it can handle up to the new employees at one time. and also next responsibility for other task. Span of control manages value addition, the type of business. So different type of business will be processing can reduce the span of control of a manager.